Hello everyone, welcome to the channel entitled Fitty Ain't Nothing But a Number Yo, with your host Language Barrel. On this channel, we'll meet individuals who after the age of 50, who have decided to change what they do, what they believe, what they think is possible, what they read or are reading, and lastly, who they are. This will be done by conducting interviews, reviewing short stories, and videos with the individuals in question. So if you're ready, let's meet some interesting people. Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Man Overboard 50 Ain't Nothing But a Number Yo with your host Language Barrel. To continue along in the recent series of videos that we've created about possible places to retire outside of the US, next up is Spain. So the question that's before us is, should I retire to the Valencia region of Spain? Number 2 on my list of possible places to retire is the Valencia region along the Mediterranean Sea in Spain. In a previous episode, I referenced that I had visited Spain on 2 separate occasions in the past, visiting both of Spain's largest cities, Madrid and Barcelona. In this episode, I will discuss 2 cities along the mid-eastern coastline of Spain that I am considering for retirement. The first is Spain's 4th largest city near the Mediterranean Sea, but with a vastly cheaper cost of living than Madrid or Barcelona. This city is called Valencia. The other city is called Alicante. Alicante is a much smaller city south along the same coastline. When we look at possible places to retire, we break it down into categories so that we compare apples to apples. We look at healthcare, crime, cost of living. We look at weather, infrastructure, and culture. So if you're ready, let's get it, and get into it. Up first is healthcare. So Spain healthcare is rated 7th overall by the World Health Organization. The Valencia region has 28 hospitals and over 500 care centers. Crime. So overall, Valencia, Spain falls in the low crime index with a crime index score of 29.62. Again, the crime index score is 20 to 40 is considered low, 41 to 60 is moderate, anything above 60 is high. So this places Valencia in the very low crime index category. It also has a safety index of 70.38. Again, the safety index is anything above 60 is very safe. Anything between 41 and 60 is moderately safe. Anything below 40 is considered unsafe. So this makes Valencia extremely safe, actually one of the safest places in Europe. Cost of living. The average monthly salary after taxes is $1,667, and the average monthly cost of living is $1,276. The salary is sufficient to cover 1.3 months. A 1-bedroom apartment near the city center is $731. Valencia's average cost of living is close to the world average cost of living. It was voted one of the top 3 best places to live in the world. Based on these costs, it is possible for an American expat with an average Social Security benefit of $1,827 to manage on Social Security alone, but it would require some very good budgeting and some penny pinching. I see renting as a last option for myself. My first option would be to purchase a small house or condo/apartment in the Valencia region in or near the city center of a small town, specifically probably somewhere along the coastline. Below is an example of a 3-bedroom, 1-bath apartment listed on Green Acres for €88,000, which is approximately 95,000 US dollars. So this location is located in the heart of the Taverna Beach on a very quiet pedestrian street without traffic. At the same time, it's within easy walking distance to all types of shops, pharmacies, banks, restaurants, and supermarkets. So up next, we're going to take a look at some of the images for this particular apartment. So the first image says it's a flat/apartment for sale in Plaza do Cordola. 1. It's listed for €88,000, which is close to about 95,000 US dollars. It's 75 square meters, which is approximately 750 to 800 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath apartment on the 4th floor exterior without a lift. So that means you would have to do a walk-up. It's a 4th floor walk-up. Parking is included. So the first image is of a panoramic view of the ocean's crystal blue waters, which looks like you can literally reach out your hand outside of your window and touch the ocean. The patio has wood floors, and it looks like some type of wicker furniture. Next image is an image of the beach, which is literally outside your door. It's a beachfront property, so you would literally walk down the steps and turn left, and you are on the beach. Next up would be a picture of the living room. Looks like a tile floor, kind of a smallish room. Looks like a love seat in there, an armchair and a table, and a door that leads to the kitchen. The walls are painted white, so it looks like it actually gets a fair amount of sun. The next image is of the same room, but taken from the patio side. So it actually shows two large glass doors which open inward and lead to the patio that we discussed earlier. Next image is a picture of kind of a bathroom all tiled in white with a shower stall. Looks like a sink or vanity basin, and then a commode. Next is one of the 3 bedrooms that has twin beds, tile floors. Looks like it's big enough to accommodate a double bed. Again, all the rooms are painted white and reflect light. Next up is another picture of a bedroom. Also has 2 twin beds and a window. So all of them have some type of window, and they're all painted white and open, and actually looks like they receive a lot of natural light. Lastly would be a picture of, I guess this would be the master's bedroom. So it's already a double bed in there. Again, it has windows with some type of view. Next up, we look at the kitchen. According to the description, this was a recently renovated kitchen, all in white with tile floors, and looks like it's a fitted kitchen. Again, this will be a picture of the kitchen, but taken from a different angle, including, looks like double sinks. Again, we move back to the terrace and the panoramic views of the ocean. They're pretty stunning images. Again, this will be another image taken of the patio with some type of wood flooring or laminate flooring. This will be a picture of the beach, which is literally at ground level and right outside your door. So the picture of the building that you see in the image is actually the picture of the apartment. Next will be a picture of one parking space in the building, which is sold along with the unit. We move back up to get pictures of the terrace. I would say probably of the 30 pictures for this particular apartment, at least 10 are of the terrace because it's such a stunning panoramic view of the ocean. Again, this looks like it's on the coastline. It's not actually in Valencia. Probably about a 15 or 20 minute drive. It is on the coastline, so it's relatively easy to get to Valencia and then get transportation out to either neighboring cities or other parts of Europe. For those of you who have joined via the podcast, these images can be reviewed on the YouTube video at the channel 50 Ain't Nothing But a Number, Yo, with the video entitled Cheap 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, stunning views in Spain. So next up, we're going to continue along. We will look at the weather. So the Valencia region normally has 300 sunny days. The average daytime temperature is about 71 degrees Fahrenheit, with the nighttime temperature averaging about 51 degrees Fahrenheit. It is also known for short, mild winters and long, hot summers. The spring averages about 64 to 73 degrees Fahrenheit. The average summer temperatures are about 86 Fahrenheit. Fall is 80 Fahrenheit, and winter is about 59 degrees Fahrenheit. So infrastructure travel. There are 3 regional airports to fly into and out of in the Valencia region. You can fly into the Alicante airport, you can fly into the Castilian airport, or the Valencia airport. It makes it easy to travel both inside and abroad. The region also has access to public seaports, which make small boat or cruise travel inside of Spain and throughout Europe easy. Rail travel is also available to and from airport destinations to towns and city centers. Access to the Mediterranean motorway facilitates easy roadway travel inside of Spain and to neighboring countries. So next up, we look at culture. So Valencia has a population of approximately 800,000 residents, and of that number, approximately 100,000 are foreign residents. It is a laid-back Mediterranean vibe and is the birthplace of paella, which is kind of a seafood rice dish. It also has a very vibrant nightlife. Valencianos have a reputation for being warm and outgoing and friendly. Though a favorite city of foreigners, English is not as widely spoken as it is in some of the major cities like Madrid and Barcelona, beyond the simple words of greeting. Therefore, integration into the Valencia culture requires some communication in Spanish. So, final thoughts. So, how does the Valencia region, fare for retirement? We usually break this down into pros and cons, and we start with our pros first. So, up first, pros. The weather is temperate and almost year round, and the cost of living is one of the cheapest for industrialized nations throughout Europe. The language, out of all the places I have researched, is the most manageable for myself. And finally, my familiarity and my comfort with the Spanish culture, both music, food, dance, etc. I've been in and around the Latin culture in the U.S. and Latin America for about 25 years, so by far it would be the easiest transition for me into. The cons. So what are the cons? So the distance and cost of travel from Europe to the U.S., moving to a region where English is not as widely spoken, and lastly, I would probably say the Spanish houses. Out of the two other places on my top 3 list of places to retire, which would include France and Italy, Spanish homes probably comes up a distant third in terms of, for me anyway, for beauty and construction quality. So what does it all mean? I think Spain would be a wonderful place to retire, and that's why it comes up specifically on my top 2 places to retire. But this would be for me in the southern region along the coastline. And remember, achieve something different, believe something different, conceive something different, read something different, but most importantly, be something different. The world is waiting. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Ciao for now.